Hi friends, I'm back. I just had to grab my little candy. And today, we're gonna talk about forgiveness. Sorry, I'm looking outside. I'm just a little bit upset because I don't want my lighting to be off, but like it's raining outside and it's like all gloomy. But anyways, y'all need to forgive the people that did X, Y, and Z to y'all. And I know y'all heard like this plenty of times, but when you actually like let things go, you're able to move forward. Like even if you're not able to say it to them directly, if you block them or they blocked you or there's just like no communication, just find it in your heart to forgive them. Even if you feel some kind of way, just accept what happened and push forward, because all you're gonna do is block your blessings. And this is 100% true, because I'm gonna give you a little story on why. I'm sorry. These some tough gummy rings. All right. Let go of what people do to you, because that's basically gonna linger inside of you for X amount of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they did this, or, you know, I could never forgive them for this, or, you know, they did this to me. Man, this was like the worst thing anybody's ever done. You know what I'm saying? Or like, just something that's just 100% unforgivable. Well, guess what? It is forgivable. All you gotta do is just forgive them and push forward. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's where like the healing and all that stuff come into play. But healing gonna come. The healing ain't gonna, the healing does not start until you make the conscious decision to say, I'm not gonna let this bother me anymore. It happened. You know what I'm saying? It hurt me at the time harder than it did right now. So at this point, I'm just gonna continue pushing forward. I'm gonna, you know, do things to make me smile, make me happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, you know, for this month, or just make goals for yourself. Just make plans, get stuff off your mind. Like that's 100. That's what I had to do when, you know, my back was against the wall and I really didn't have options on what the heck I was gonna do, because, you know, I was getting hit with just these heartbreaking things. And the thing about when you go through those situations, it is terrible when you're going through them, but guess what? You wake up the next day and you can make the decision to do something to make yourself feel better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, for instance, this is while I was in a relationship, okay? So I was getting left at home like every night. And it was arguments, but you know how when you went with like a narcissist or somebody that just like don't care about you, I'm like, dude, like, where are you going? You know, why are you always leaving? Whatever. This is way before like self-worth. When you don't got self-worth, you let people do whatever to you. Like, y'all gotta snap out of that immediately, please. Like, please just snap out of it. Anyway, so we had these arguments and I was like, dude, like, I'm getting left here. Like, where do you be going? Like, I want to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So I was like, you know what? Every time he left, I got excited, because guess what? As soon as he left, I got on TikTok. I started doing my little dances, like just things to make me like, ha ha. Like, you know, laughing is so healing. That's what y'all don't understand. Like, laughing and doing things that make yourself happy and stuff like that, it is so freaking healing. There was like this statistic or something that said it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. So you're basically like stressing out your face, getting wrinkles and stuff. You know, I got my little wrinkles, but look, I'm 29. I'm about to be 30 March 26th. But yeah, like frowning and just all that chaos, it can like affect you and your body, like for real. Like, people have, like, there was a point when I was in this relationship, I was like on anxiety medication. I took sertraline, like, you know, and that was only for like a month or two. But the thing about those medications, and this is gonna be terrible because I'm in pharmacy, okay, but the thing about those medications, when you're depressed, the medications are good because they shut off those depressed feelings, but they also shut off your real emotion, like your other emotions. Like, even though I didn't feel any emotion towards being sad anymore, like it was kind of like when I was happy, there was no, oh, Like, you know, there was no flicker. There was no, like, it was just like straight dud. Like, you walking through life like a zombie. Not like a zombie, but just like emotionless. Stuff did not faze me. And it kind of helped also at work, because I also noticed that I also had social anxiety, which I didn't even know that I had, because I had this job where I had a lot of people that just didn't like me or whatever. And that's kind of why I'm like by myself and I do my own thing, because I am not gonna sit here and put forth any kind of effort to make anybody like me, because if I care about how you feel about liking me, that means I have to make adjustments to my personality so you can feel comfortable being around me. And no, I'm coming to you who I am. If you don't like who I am, you know, straight like that, then I don't gotta be around you. Shoot, we could work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always like one of the best top workers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and kiss nobody, because for whatever, I don't know, people won't like you because for stupid stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know, they had a boyfriend in high school and the boyfriend left her because the girl looked like somebody that looked like me. Like, it could be as petty as something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, she thinks she's all being overly confident or too confident. Meanwhile, you know, you could be confident, right? You could be, you know, top shelf, or, you know, the top dog at work. And I'm like, every time, and this is just in general, me, when I walk into anywhere, I'm always going to be myself, comfortable, confident, because I know what I bring to the table, period. I'm not going to sit here and act like, lower myself, like, I'm shy, like, I'm like, yeah. I was like, so how you do this? Tell me, you know, whatever. I'm just so, like, forward, like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And some people don't like that, because especially if there's people that's been there for a while, I think they they kind of get that, I don't know if perception is the right word, but they kind of get the notion like you should earn your respect. I'm not trying to be respected by you. I'm trying to learn my job. Like, you know what I'm trying to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, don't change who you are for anybody, okay? But anyways, I ended up back then, before I am who I am today, I would go to these jobs and stuff, and I would have, I noticed I had social anxiety. And when I was on this medication, I was able to be more free and carefree and careless about how people felt about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this false, well, it's not false, because there is scientific evidence and pharmaceutical practices that alter certain hormones in your body that make you not care about certain things. But also, you can get that just like anything else naturally. You just have to stop caring, pray, because you're not going to figure out who you are without connecting with your higher self. Yeah, your higher self and God. You're not going to know that. And guess what? It all ties back to who you were before life hit you. You know what I'm saying? You know how people always say, like, they talk about, like, inner child and all that stuff. So the inner child is basically who you were before you, this shit. Dude, I'm getting these alerts and they pissing me off. But anyway, so, inner child and things like that. So basically who you were before you became an adult and had kids and had heartbreak and had jobs and had responsibilities. Like me, shoot, I went right back to all of the stuff that I loved. I love to paint. I love to draw. I love to sing. I love to dance. I love laughing. I like making people laugh. I like being happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I stopped being happy and I started being insecure about myself when I started dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time I got cheated on, I literally felt my heart fall out my butthole. Like, that is how hurtful it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this was somebody that I thought I loved. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought, you know, we loved each other, well, cared about each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he broke up with me or whatever, and my heart, like, literally, I felt it like, boo, boom, like, that's how it felt. And you know what I'm saying? Then I saw, like, the chick that he chose over me and stuff like that. She was mixed and, you know, long hair and it didn't last long. It didn't last long. But anyways, I'm not gonna be happy about that because that's typically how it goes. But, you know, they always come back. And it's like, no, like, but basically what I'm trying to say, when those things happen, the first time that happened, I started comparing myself to other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I started comparing myself to other girls and stuff like that. Like, and it was like a domino effect. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was him, and then it was the next person. Like, I constantly got cheated on, and I couldn't understand, like, what is the issue? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff can be traumatizing. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't really depend on how people perceive you and think that that's what it is, because it's not. You have to reel yourself in. And my error and my issue in the whole story, I just want to show y'all my, ain't that cute? The green, I'm trying to do like the little Christmas theme. Let me sing a Christmas song. Can't think of one right now. But anyways, my mistake was jumping to another relationship or giving somebody the time of day and then automatically becoming somebody else's girlfriend when I still need to heal from that. That is the major issue with us going from this dude to this dude and they're still being the same thing, because there's the insecurity, I think, is what caused, maybe, I don't know why people cheat. People cheat because they want to at the end of the day. But I think that one of the reasons that kept happening is because I was insecure because of that. And like, a man doesn't want to be with somebody that doesn't even think they are that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when people be like, oh, rate yourself, what would you rate yourself? Like, I hate that question, because guess what? It's gonna be a 10 each time. You know what I'm saying? Because like, who you compare, what is the 10 compared to? Because if you compare me to like Beyonce or like one of these world top models or something like that, I'm still a 10. That's how I feel, because it's me versus me. Like, I'm not comparing myself to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you decide, if you look at me and you say, you know, you're a 7 or you're a 5 or you're a, you know, whatever. If you say something like that, it's because in his mind, he has like this optimal person that he probably can't even get. That's the issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, if we're even having a conversation, that means there's some kind of attraction. And if the attraction ain't, you know, and that really goes to show his standards and what he's going after. Like, if you, in your mind, if you say she's a 7, probably like a 5.6 without makeup, you know what I'm saying, in his mind, and he makes a decision to date you, and then while y'all dating, he sees that you're a little bit insecure, and he's like, I don't really know about this. And then he sees somebody in his mind that looks closer to the image in his head on what he wants, you know what I'm saying, and he says, she's a 9, you know what I'm saying, she's a 9, so I'm gonna, you know, swindle my way over here, and because I don't know what she got going on, so I'm gonna go over here. Lo and behold, the little 9 over here got daddy issues. She want money that you probably ain't got at the time, you know, X, Y, and Z, and that's how that go. And then she, because she's a 9, got way more options than little buddy over here, and then, you know, now she leaves him or she cheats or whatever, and he come back over here to the 5.7 or whatever. Oh, I want, no, don't nobody want you. I already got me a man. But that's the issue. But that's the 5.7 issue over here. I'm not saying I'm a 5.7. I'm just giving an idea on the thought process with these dudes over here. So anyways, like, no, you can't come back, boy. But yeah, don't rely on, like, you know, other people and things like that. But forgiveness, that's the topic of the video. So forgiveness, let it go so you can live your life, and it all starts with you and you being able to push forward and, you know what I'm saying, let go of the things that no longer serve you. Because once you let go of those things that no longer serve you, you're going to be able to just live freely and release yourself from that person. That's what I think majority of soul ties why majority of soul ties exist is because there's that emotional connection or just those thoughts that you keep trying to linger on, and you have to let that stuff go. You have to let it go in order to, push forward and just release yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all something. This is one of the things that happened when I first had like my spiritual awakening or whatever. There was this person that I would think about randomly. I mean, I know it ain't randomly. I know that I still got soul ties with people. So like when they're thinking about me or something like that, I can sense it. But anyway, so I just kept thinking about this dude, and it's always like random. Like we haven't communicated in like years. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I just started thinking about like randomly heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't understand. Like, it felt like spiritual warfare. Like it bothered me because I'm like, I stop. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to think about this person. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking up like how to get rid of soul ties. I even thought about those little, those little suppository beads, or those little, they look like come on, man. Think. They look like little tea bags. So they're like this small. They're like little tea bags, and you insert them in your, whatchamacallit. And then I guess, I don't know, comes out some kind of way, and that's how you like cleanse yourself of soul ties. So I had this dream where, I'm not gonna go into the dream because it's like personal. Long story short, I prayed that, God detached me from this person. And like I said, before the dream, it was like I would wake up and this person would be on my mind all day, for like weeks. And then, so in this dream, I was presented options, and I'm not going to talk about the, the option part, but within that dream, I had mentioned to God that there was this connection that I needed to get rid of. And that's what I'm saying. God is so real. Like, it's just amazing how great he is and how big he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, we have all these things where we can purchase this and buy this, or we need to take a bath with flowers, and no, God is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I was talking to God about this problem that I was having, and I really wanted this to go away. You know what I'm saying? So I was praying to God or whatever, and it was the way that God gives me dreams and visions and stuff like that. So the soul tie was like a hook. So it was like a hook. Say this is me or whatever, okay? There was just like this hook, and there was just this long rope or string or something like that. And so basically, like, I was talking to God, and, I don't want to be connected to this person anymore. And while I was talking to God, we were just talking about like, what's meant for me and things like that. And basically, he was just giving me the rundown of like, do you want to deal with this kind of thing in regards to this person? And the thing about communicating with God in dreams, it's not like how my mouth is moving. It's more so like intellectual and by feeling, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I communicate with God spiritually. And so basically I was told like, this isn't for you, like, and this is why this isn't for you, because you're gonna have to deal with X, Y, Z, and then also the fact that this happened, kind of thing. So next thing you know, like, the latch lifted and it let go, and I looked. I wouldn't say I was in heaven. I just know that I was in just this. It looked like just clouds. Like, I was just in clouds. It was just white everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the rope just flew off to wherever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it just went. And after my dream, I woke up and I have not felt or thought about that person since then. And that's on my kids. Like, so like, God is so real. Like, you really just got to go to him, and you know what I'm saying? And like, the things that's out yet probably work for certain people because they actually believe in it and stuff like that. But there's no other explanation. There is no other explanation on how something that deep and that like severe, I guess. I wouldn't say severe, but something like that can just vanish in a day like that by a dream. So, but anyways, you know what I'm saying? like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I got more videos coming, so tap in.